Wake up and I feel like cash. Wake up and I feel like M's. My foot stays pressed on the gas. I'm glad I don't feel like them. They might just get flexed on. Got that spice like Szechuan. Can't be touched, I'm Teflon. Once I met Zac Efron. Go hard for the bros and the bros hot mom. Don't think for a sec that I won't drop on. Wanna stay for the show? Just log on to RoneDotCom. Get knocked off and we still rock on. Come to the pound, see a real top dog. Wanna stay for the show? Then just log on to RoneDotCom. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry that I'm late. That's on me. I apologize that I'm 20 minutes late. I'm 20 minutes late for my own show. Usually I bike in. I didn't anticipate how hard it would be to move through the city with my fucking leg like this. I didn't want to be 20 minutes late. That wasn't my goal to be 20. I tried to be early, but life got in the way. Life got in the way, okay? This is what I'm dealing with right now. I would love to be able to move faster through the city. I would love to take a bicycle in. I'm sorry that I am late. That is on me. I apologize. I'm late. That was not my intention. This is what I did to make up for it. I'm a week out of surgery. I'm 1 week out of getting this knee operated on. A meniscus tear, full bucket-handled meniscus tear, the worst type. And I was supposed to have my follow-up appointment today at 10:30. What I did is I canceled the follow-up appointment. Fuck my knee. The T is more important. The T is more important than the knee. And so knee, that's what I'm doing to make up for it. I'm sorry that I'm late. It was not my intention to be late. Regardless. Yes, I am Unk. Yes, 100%. I am late. That's on me. That's my fault. We could get right the fuck into it. Mac, how are you, brother?
I'm fucking good. I'm up.
Let me start with this. Let's just jump right into the fucking pool. If Telluride Bush does not get every budget approved next year, that will be evidence of collusion to the highest level that might dictate some type of lawsuit retribution. If there's ever a Telluride Bush budget that is not approved again, then there is collusion going on to such a high level that it borders on corporate fraud. I spent last night going through the files, talking to the parties involved, getting the timeline straight, trying to find out everything that's been going on. And one thing that's getting ironed over is that there was collusion led by one person against Telluride Bush, and that is getting completely papered over. As soon as the budget got out of Austin's hands, it got approved by Dave like that, which proves that this was all bureaucracy at the sake of one person holding a personal grudge against Mook. There are no files to be addressed. It says address the Jack Wiper files. There are no files to be addressed. Those are not files that I was ever talking about. Rone loves Bush, 100%. Pay Sass, 100%. If that is not, if every single dollar isn't approved, then there is something going on. Bush has been proven that they were swinging with a donut for the entire year, and it was laughed off yesterday. It was laughed off. They were swimming with a weighted vest. There was somebody actively trying to drown them because of personal vendettas. How is that okay? How is that ever okay? How is that fine?
It's fucked.
A brand that is trying to grow, that is doing their best, that is putting their best foot forward, that is creating all of this. All of this drama spawns from Telluride Bush. As much as they don't even want to be part of the Barstool drama, it all spawns from Telluride Bush. Preposterous if they ever don't get something approved. Preposterous. Does not make one lick of sense. Agree, Mac?
I agree. But here's my question for you.
Yes.
If Dave buys them a slot in the CDL, that $1 million team, is it water under the bridge?
I mean, if Dave does that, but I don't even think it's about holding Dave hostage. The Bush will grow. Is that the main?
I wasn't saying hostage. I think they want to get to the league. They want to be in the NBA. You know, they want to get out of the G League.
Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna pretend to know the most about it. The story might be better if that's like, you know, if we don't jump right into chapter 5 in chapter 2, you know, maybe we build towards that.
Fair enough.
But I think that that could make it water under the bridge. But I just think just approve the stuff. The budget, did we not say this 2 weeks ago, that the fucking budget, who's having budget meetings? And it was all just bureaucracy for the sake of one person's ego. For the sake of one person's ego. Expose the Austin text to Mook. We will have Mook on later on. I talked to Mook last night in detail, trying to get everything straightened out. Just because when he said the timeline of, I talked to Hannah, and then I talked to Austin, and then Austin got off of the bush, and then the budget got approved. In my head, I was like, wait, isn't that a good thing that the budget got approved? But I think that his point was the bureaucracy was in the way. We will let Mook speak for himself soon in this episode. We also have Nicky Smokes coming on in this episode off the top. 2 things that we need to talk about with both of these people, Austin and Hannah. 1, I think that we need to take a step back and assess what is actually going on with Austin and Hannah. 1, I don't think Austin is being himself through all of this. I think the yelling at people, I think being the cutthroat guy, I think that what we're dealing with is a persona. We're dealing with something that is being created by him. I was digging deep into personas last night. I was on my Carl Jung shit. And I think a persona is like how you interface with the world. And I think that he is kind of trying out this persona of being a guy who's fucking nasty to people and who yells at people and who is an absolute like savage to people. I don't think that that's him. I truly don't think that that's him. And honestly, that makes me want to give him grace because he's not being himself. I don't think that Austin is being himself at the end of the day. And he's trying out personas. And I'm not saying this as somebody who's above him. I think that personas, I mean, my boy Carl Jung was like, personas like last until your early 40s. Like you that's how you kind of have a buffer between who you are and who you want the world to perceive you as. And he's playing with that. I had personas, bro. I was like in battle rap. That was all like that was me experimenting with a persona as I look back through that. That's clearly what was going on. I just don't think that he is being himself, and we could dig into that later on. I also, on the Hannah front, Hannah is probably going through the worst time of her career professionally right now. Let's be honest. This is probably the hardest time that she's had professionally. And so, person to person, that has to suck. That has to be really tough for Hannah to be going through something like this because she was probably the golden girl, and now people are realizing that she's human. Hey, that's okay. She's allowed to be human. She's allowed to have ups and downs. And I think with Hannah, what we're clearly seeing is somebody who is an intelligent person, but I think that she's playing both sides of a lot of issues, specifically the Mook and Austin issue, wanting to be in the relationship with Austin, but also being okay with Austin treating her friend Mook extremely poorly. And so that makes you think that she's obviously intelligent, but maybe isn't being principled enough in situations to stand up for certain things. And I think that that is an unfair position for her to be in. Well, it's not an unfair position for her to be in because she put herself in this position. But it's probably new for her, and she is young, and she is going to figure this out. No doubt in my mind she's going to figure this out. She is going on Out and About today. Later on, she will be on Out and About today. They are next door recording in here bright and early. The grinders are just grinding. We got Mook in the office just waiting to come on. We got fucking Kelly Keegs in the office just waiting to come on. It's good for the economy. The grinders are absolutely grinding outside, and that's good, and we love it. Come on, Ron, talk about the threesome, not Mook. When they said the threesome, that was the first piece of information that I felt like I did not know. When I found out about the threesome, I thought, I'm plugged into everything, and then I heard about a threesome, and that is something that I believe I didn't hear it directly. I think Chef Donnie brought it up. I don't think that I know about the threesome. I feel like I know about mostly everything else. About time the New York office grinds a little bit. Fuck yes, 100%. Travis came up to me yesterday, and he was like, we should do the domino chart of you bitching about the New York office to yesterday's, historic yak. It was pre-2020, though. See, That's what I doubt. I doubt this timeline. Then there's no way a threesome happened before 2020 and it never made its way across my desk. There's no chance that a threesome happened before. So either the timeline is messed up or the facts are messed up. I'm not plugged into everything, but I'm not I'm not so far removed that I don't know. I'd love to know more about the threesome. Should I ask him about it? Annika and everybody else got to start saying names. I totally agree with that. Austin diss track coming? No. I don't have any problem. My problems with Austin are this. One, that he was yelling at people who are he is not the boss of. That he was yelling at Sass and Mook and Jerry, and he is not their boss. Yelling at somebody who you're not the boss of, that makes me think of the persona thing. That he is trying to experiment with being this cutthroat business guy. I think that, I'm thinking about his conversations with his mom. That's probably not who he is to his mom. That's not who he is to MB and Ryan and all of these people. I don't think that that's who he is deep down, yelling at people. I also don't think yelling at people in the context of Barstool Sports and this type of job is good leadership. I don't think that that's being a leader, is sitting down and fucking hollering at people, especially off camera. Maybe that's how other people do it, and that's their job. If that's their job, that's their prerogative. If that's the org chart, they're the boss, whatever, that's fine. You can yell at people. If you're not the boss, don't yell at people. That's weird. Calling Mook a piece of shit, a lazy piece of shit, I thought that was weird. And then finding out that there are personal things at play there, letting that trickle into the business, that's weird. And then the final thing that I have a problem with is him saying that he keeps everything objective when obviously that is not the case, creating an illusion of distance when there is not actually distance, because that's not what he's trying to do to keep things objective. So those are my 3 problems with Austin. I don't care who he's dating. I don't care about his dating history. I don't care about anybody within Barstool that he's dated. He's allowed to do that. It is also, whether they like it or not, fodder when 2 people from Barstool date. That is not the content creator's prerogative to say that this is not content when both people work at the company. Is Nicky Smokes on? Nicky Smokes is on. Perfect. Everything starts with the first class list. Everything starts with the first class list. Son of a boy dad, the domino pusher. Son of a boy dad, tell your I Bush, the domino pushers. Nicky Smokes in the flesh, fresh off of a long night. What's up, my brother?
What's good? I know I look like a raging douchebag, but I didn't get home till 4:30 last night from that golf stream, and my eyes are absolutely bloodshot, so apologies in advance.
Do you do coke on the golf course?
I wish, but no.
I can say I wish, bro. You can't do coke on the golf course. That's that's a top coke place.
Yeah, not during a work stream, but yeah. You're asking just in general?
Yes.
I'll plead the 5th.
Perfect. Fauci. Jay Breezy just super chatted. Give us the full truth today. Austin is an insecure boyfriend and should never have been able to have a say on Annika's contract. Thoughts on that, Nicky Smokes, just off the rip?
I don't think Austin had any say over Annika's contract whatsoever. And Austin and Hannah aren't dating. They were fucking. There's a big difference. Annika, I was kind of by Annika, when that whole contract thing went down, and from what I know, Dave personally reached out and called her, and asked if she wanted to re-sign here or not, and then they had their negotiations, whatever, and then she ended up signing, but Dave honestly didn't even think Annika was gonna re-sign here, so Austin had no say whatsoever on at least Annika's contract situation from what I know.
So what do you think Annika was talking about on the yak that she wouldn't say?
The only thing that I know of, kind of, was the Bush thing that she brought up. I don't know. She knows more than I do in terms of maybe his power might have affect other people. I personally, right hand to God, I do not know. The only thing I think that was brought up and said that I was okay, maybe this checks out, was the Bush thing that they talked about yesterday on the Yak.
It seemed like there was more going on. It seemed like she had something else in the clip that she was wanting to say. Didn't you get that feeling? Didn't it feel like there's something else going on there?
Yes.
I'm having you on today because I know that you are a truth-telling motherfucker.
Right, and
Even when
that's
it's
the thing, like,
inconvenient.
no, for sure, bro. If I genuinely knew, I would tell you. I feel like the person you should be asking is Annika. Like, this is information that she has. I like if I knew every little thing, like I would tell. I'd probably come on here and just spill the beans because I really don't care.
Right.
Um,
It's vindication for you.
yeah, it was vindication, and like that's look, part of me feels bad because look, like Hannah is a good friend of mine. I wish like other news broke that two other people at the company were fucking each other, because then I wouldn't feel bad. But like I was just happy that it got out. I was like, yo, like look, like I'm not the only one doing this shit, and I've been kicked in the dick for it for 3 years, and it was just nice to watch the Jerry Springer show instead of being on it.
I know you're a truth-telling motherfucker. Can you play the clip from the live stream yesterday? Hannah went on live stream last night with Reed, and she was discussing the situation. Seemed like she was trying to put on a brave face. You know her better than I. Seemed like she was laughing through it. This is something that she said on the stream.
And I miss, Mook can't sleep and all that jazz. See you. Also, Mook has been helping us with this.
Yeah.
He's not, the lazy thing is just not true at all. Didn't hook up with Smokes.
Shout out Mook.
Okay,
Shout out
pause
Mook
it.
for sure.
Shout out Mook. Yeah, he's worked really hard.
Okay, she said she didn't. She said didn't hook up with Smokes.
No, we never banged.
You said never banged.
Correct. We've never hooked up. No.
What? Okay, you're using very specific language. Do you have any romantic history with her?
Romantic? No.
Okay, tell me more. That's what's called the fool sip right there. People are watching. That was the fool sip.
You're on one today, huh?
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of everything.
No, we never banged, never nothing. Well, nah, never mind. Never mind, Rome.
All right,
You're being an asshole.
I'm not being an asshole. Everybody's like, I'd say if I knew.
If what?
Everybody's just with the whole situation's like, I'd say if I knew.
Me and her have never had like romantic, like anything like that. No.
Got it. Okay, got it. And that's what she's saying, and that's what you're saying.
Yeah, we've never banged. No.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's it, and that's cleared up because I feel like that's like a rumor to clear up.
Yeah.
Okay, so cleared up.
Cleared.
Okay, great. That must feel good to have that cleared up and have people not like wondering about that anymore.
Correct.
The fact that everybody is having relationships within the office, though, is there anything else that we can point to that's associated with this, other relationships? Or do you feel like the parties who might be involved with that don't deserve to be dragged into this?
Can I have you repeat that question?
Are there other relationships involved with this? And if so, will you say who? And if you won't say who, is it because they don't deserve to be dragged into this?
Are you asking me if the relationship, like the people that are dating in the office right now, are currently affected based off of what's going on?
Yeah.
Like directly?
Or indirectly?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So there's not other players involved with any of this?
No. I don't think there's any. No, I don't think anything from what's transpired or happened has like impacted anyone's like dating lives whatsoever.
Would you recommend new coworkers date people at Barstool?
I'll answer that with what I was told my first week of the job. Big Cat called me in his office and he's like, "Hey, it gets really sticky here when people start dating each other and start fucking each other. So I recommend you don't do it." And I said, "Yeah, I would never dip my pen in Company Inc." And then I think I dated Annika 3 weeks later. So it's a lot easier said than done. especially when people move to a new city and they have no one and they're uncomfortable and people kind of latch onto each other. But I guess it doesn't even matter if it's in the same office because we got relationships that are between people in Chicago and New York. I think there's two of those relationships right now,
Totally.
and one just ended. So I guess even this company is just they've got Barstool fever.
Yeah, I and like if you were like, say you were the coach of an intern class, would you say that to them?
Honestly, yeah, I probably would. I mean, I tell that story to everyone.
You getting text right now?
No, not good ones. I'm
Really?
not getting text. I'm not getting text. Period. Me and Mikey Betts had a golf video go out, and they just sent us the clip folder for it.
Got it. Nothing juicy.
No.
Do you think that Austin would come on Beach House?
No, I don't think he would.
Do you think that Hannah would go on Beach House?
I don't think she would. No.
Got it. Interesting. This has all been explosive content.
Yeah, from like yesterday.
Do you think that this can play into you maybe getting off of month to month?
I mean, I'd really hope I'd get off the month to month, and I guess that's kind of the part that aggravates me. Like they labeled me as a liability, which is why I was put on month to month. And I said this to Dan yesterday. Like, look, I've had hiccups here, no doubt. But part of like when I was sat down and I had Dave basically rip me a new asshole, etc. Like part of me being a liability was that I was basically fucking everything that moves in the office, and I'm like. Well, that's bullshit because this whole office is fucking each other all the time. This company's been fucking each other for 20 years. So why when I do it, it's like this major issue and I'm this walking liability. Like, am I a douchebag? Yeah, but like I'm open and honest. I'm not just fucking in the shadows. And I sat there and I took the heat for this whole fuck fest that's been going on. And that's part of the reason why I've been put on month to month. And honestly, I think it's fucking bullshit. I work my fucking ass off. I know I don't have a big show, but I'm putting out four pieces, usually three to four pieces of content every single fucking day. And there's a reason why I'm relevant and they do these shows around me and I play such a big role in any reality show or live stream that we fucking do. And I think it's fucking ridiculous when people want to use my name as leverage when they don't do half the shit that I do and no one gives a fuck about half the things that they do.
Your stock is definitely up. Can you talk to me a little bit about what the which I think that I was an early adopter of the Nicky Smokes stock. I think that I bought when it was a penny stock, and I was like, let's fucking take this shit to the moon. Can you tell me a little bit about the Friends No Benefits end? Because that was a show that you had with Annika and Hannah.
Yeah, so Fresno Benefits ended because it actually ended before Spring Break House. Me and Annika had an agreement that this show was kind of just fucking up our personal lives, and me and Annika are
Because you
kind
had to
of
talk about personal stuff, and everybody's always asking about your dating history.
correct. And like I'd go to a bar, right? And if I met a girl, they'd be like, "Oh, I watched your show with your ex-girlfriend." And then if I got serious with the girl, they'd be like, I'm not really comfortable with you doing a show with your ex-girlfriend where you're talking about your personal life." And the same thing was happening with Annika and her dating life. And when Annika is and always will be my number one. Like I ride for that girl, she rides for me. Um, I'll always have that back. I'll always have her back. Pause. And I'll always love that girl probably until I die. That being said, when me and her are good, the chemistry on the show is great. When me and her are not good, it's like being stuck in a room with someone that you you basically want to strangle, you know? And we were kind of just tired of that back and forth dynamic of like when we're good, we feel like the show's good, but like when we're fighting, it's the longest hour of our life. And then, like I said, it messed up our dating life. So we actually agreed to stop it before Spring Break House
So
even
did none of
started.
this stuff have to do with Hannah, why the show ended, or was that also a component of it?
No, so the show, we all agreed to end the show before Spring Break House had even started. We were like, we're gonna come back from Spring Break House, do like an episode or two, and then just end it right there.
Got it. So it had nothing to do with that.
No.
Because it seems like looking back that it's like, oh, well, these two had a show together. There's this history, this sordid history, and now it's over. So, but you're saying that was not a component of it.
Correct.
Is there any chance that we get more like content of you going to foreign countries and hot mouthing with ESL baddies?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know when or where. I'd like to go back to South. Oh, I was in North America. That's Mexico. I'd like to go to South America, or at least Italy. Yeah.
Colombia, perhaps.
See.
What's the best advice that you would give everybody that's involved with this? And I'll say 4 names. Hannah. I'll say 5 names. Hannah, Austin, Mook, Kelly Keegs, Annika.
That's 5. Right?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Austin, I truthfully don't think he actually gives a fuck, if I'm being honest with you. Like, just his demeanor when he zoomed in, he's kind of just eating pizza, laughing about it, making jokes. And honestly, like, I don't really think he should give a fuck. I mean, like you slept with Hannah, like, sick. Like, I'm not. I'm not into. Like, everyone's talking about like power struggle, this, that, that. I'm like, bro, I don't see people like that. In my eyes, like, we all fucking work together. You want to bang, like, cool. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Hannah, I know it sucks when you feel like you're the man of the arena. And then I told her, I was like, look, if I were you, I'd lean into it and like make it like funny, like make it not as big of a deal as everyone's making it out to be. It's either that or just let 48 hours go, let someone else say something stupid, do something stupid, and then let them take the spotlight. I think those are her 2 options. As for Mook, I mean, I don't really think he needs advice here, right? I mean, I feel like he's also in the right as well on how he feels and everything that went down with Austin and him and the Bush, and like he was a dickhead to my boy. And like, Mook, if you want to like clap back, empty the clip, like, more power to you. And then Keegs, I mean, bro, she doesn't need my advice, bro. She's a grown woman. She's smart as fuck. She can handle her own against anyone. However she wants to go about this, do what you got to do.
And finally, Annika.
And for Annika, again, she is one of the most well-spoken people I've ever met in my entire life. She's got a very big brain. She's very calculated. She knows what she's doing, and I really don't think she needs advice from me. But if she ever needs a hug, I'll offer it to her.
Do you think that Annika and Hannah's friendship, is that salvageable? Do you think that they're interested in salvaging?
No, that shit's cooked. And look, I'll be honest here.
Why? Why is it cooked?
I said this to Hannah's face, so like I don't really feel bad saying it. Hannah was a terrible friend to Annika.
When?
Especially during the spring break house, or after, I should say. So Annika is having the worst week of her life. Like, they just flew out her situationship. She's got a text from Dave like the night after we hooked up, like, I'm gonna send you guys home, all this other shit, yada yada yada. So we land. Well, I get back from Vegas, and like she's emotional. Like, she can't stop crying, and I'm just there for her. I'm just like, whatever you need, I'm here for you. Like, I got you. The next day, maybe the next day, 2 days later, we have that Barstool soccer stream, and Hannah like completely just avoids Annika, like does not say a word to her. And Annika's like, what the fuck is going on? And like, Annika's like crying, getting worked up. And she's like, yeah, she hasn't said a word to me. In fact, like, she hasn't even texted me or checked in on me to like make sure like I'm good. Like, she knows like I'm going through all this shit. And it was kind of just like, I was shocked. I was like, oh, this is kind of crazy. Like, these two used to be like 2 peas in a pod, and then like, you're not like for example, right? Like, so I'd say Sante's like my best friend in the office. If I was having a mental breakdown and I was fucking crying, like, I would expect my boy to pick up the phone and call me and be like, hey bro, are you okay? Or if I see you at a work event or in the office, like, the first thing he does is like walk over, dap me up, and be like, bro, I'm just checking. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that just didn't happen. And I thought that was, Yeah, and I thought that was very fucked up. And I told Hannah this to her face months ago. So like this isn't like
What'd she
me
say when you
talking
said that
shit.
to her face?
She'd be like, "Yeah, I know it was fucked up. Like I should probably reach out to her." And then I don't know, it was curtains.
Never happened.
Yeah, or maybe if it did, it wasn't the way it should have been. I don't know. But I think that bridge is burned. Like, do I think it's salvageable? Like, will they be able to work together and like shoot little fake videos together and act like they're friends? Yeah, absolutely. They've already done that before. But in terms of them being like Batman and Robin and like 1A and 1B in terms of like lovey-dovey inseparable, I don't think that's a thing.
Interesting. That's a shame. Well, you are and always have been that boy, brother.
Love, bro. Thank you, dog.
Yeah. Keep it up. Anything we could check for? Any new shows or anything to tap into?
New shows? No. I don't want to just like start up a new podcast like everyone else and then, fucking do it for a week, although you don't really want to do it. And then it sucks. And then you're like, oh, whoa. So I'm going to just keep ripping my personal shit until I find something I really
Yeah,
want to
dude,
do.
I was just saying this to somebody else yesterday. Like, there's no reason that every idea has to be a series. You know what I mean? Like, an
Right.
idea can just be the idea, and then you do the idea. People are like, oh, we'll shoot like 2 at once, or we'll do like the first 5. It's like, how about you just do it once, see if you like doing it, see if it's repeatable, see if the fans liked it, and then like
Right.
move on from there. So it's just like one-offs, keep it pushing.
Any advice to the young cats out there that I can give? I would copy the Chaps' method, where like you find a social
Yes, bro.
series that works, and then like start ripping your podcast or
Doesn't even have to be
what-
young cats, bro. Anybody in content. Like the Chaps
Right.
method is like Chaps
That's
is
the
winning
wave,
so
bro.
heavily.
That's
He's in
the
fucking
wave.
everybody's arguing about who fucked who like it's middle school. He's in Greenland with White Sox Dave drinking a beer on a bluff.
right. He's doing it right.
Hell yes. You're the man, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for your
All right.
honesty and candid nature.
bro. Love.
It serves the fans, and that's what we're in the business for. This is a content creation business. Appreciate you, brother. Super chat. K Marco, Liz, and a name no one can dare say was the threesome. I don't think that's true at all.
Pretty sure that was it.
I don't think that's true. Who's the name no one can say? Voldemort?
Yeah.
K. Marco and Voldemort run an Eiffel Tower game. Don't let him skate out with the calculated language about Hannah. Sounds like a minimum they made out. Which Barstool couple just ended? I mean, like he said what he said. He said what he said, and he wouldn't say what he wouldn't say. I thought you're a pro battle rapper, not a skater. They said I let him skate.
They're calling you Rony Skates.
What? Yeah. I have to call people illiterate. If you can't read something, even though it's between the lines, you're illiterate. If I'm skating, you're illiterate, and that's like if you can't read between the lines, you're illiterate. And then maybe I'm skating. Maybe I'm Brian Boitano. You're illiterate. You're Floyd Mayweather. I'm Brian Boitano. You're Floyd Mayweather, and then we can both settle on that. If you can't read between the lines, you're illiterate.
That wasn't even reading between the lines. It was right. It was right there.
You can't swallow the food you've been force fed.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not. That you have a.
That was text to speech reading between the lines.
Yeah, exactly. A person, Waldo, like that. It was right there. Okay, that took a long time, but I think we have. Mook just texted me. Let me know when you need me to join. Yep. Join on up, Mook. I canceled my doctor's appointment for this. I canceled my surgery follow-up for this, okay? I have a surgery follow-up that I canceled for this. Rone Burnquist. Oh, God. Rone Sheckler. Rony Hawk. Rony Houston. Rodney Mullen. That would be good. Rony Hawk Pro Skater 3, that's good. That's good. Is there actually a Kim from HR? Yeah, I just saw her. She was laying at her desk like, and fucking woke up. Just kidding. Obviously kidding. Kim from HR, what do you even do about this? Can anybody like complain about any of this? Or like, it's the nature of the game. I think it is baked into our contracts. There are moral turpitude clauses. Let him skate. Roan Malto. Austin getting the Chicago off. I can't say that. Prez just trashing Roan on his stream for being scared to press smokes. I mean, Prez, Okay, who do we got? Prez can't. I mean,
He would never say that about you.
yeah, that can't be true. Mook, brother, how are you?
What up, big dog?
Looking very handsome.
You too.
Looking hairy as hell.
You too. Hey, nice hat.
Yeah, I had to support the gang. Did you hear what I said at the beginning of the show?
I did, and I loved it, and then it immediately backfired.
Why?
Dave responded to it and said now he wants to shut it down again.
Oh God. The boss man, he's just joking with you.
Lots of jokes. Lots of jokes.
He's just kidding. Oh God, you try to help a guy. So Mook, how are you feeling after yesterday's debacle? How'd you feel about your last night's stream as well that you did with Hannah?
I'm not like a big beef guy. I think I've communicated that to you a bunch.
Totally.
This whole thing has been very weird to me.
Yep.
Specifically with the Austin situation and how like those webs got tangled. So I haven't liked a second of this. I will say I've had some not coaching, but some words of advice from some guys here that have been in the mud, and they said, you kind of just have to embrace it and do your best to live in the moment. And I'm not gonna lie, the taste of blood wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's a thrill, but I also just want to go back to just doing normal stuff. I also just want to go back to cutting clips and making content and Call of Duty and not have everything go back to this weird kind of cycle we've been in for the past couple of weeks.
It seems like you're still good friends with Hannah, and from your perspective, it seems like she's probably going through a tough time right now.
Yeah, I although a lot of the wounds might be a little self-inflicted, I like at the end of the day, like I don't blame like a girl in her 20s for like having fun. If that's what that is, you know what I mean? Like me and her have been friends and like have been boys for like since she started pretty much. Like she did Mook Can't Sleep With Me. So like it's kind of tough for me just to be like, yeah, fuck you, when it's like, oh, I know she's like actually like a decent person.
Yeah, like if you're in your early 20s, you should be able to hook up with people.
I tried to in my early 20s. It worked in my late 20s. My early 20s, I was shooting cold from the floor. But yeah, you should be allowed to.
I think that's one of the things that makes it tough about being at Barstool is that once it becomes an intra-office thing, then people know both of the characters, and so they will use it against you if there's ever any like heat or like reason for a back and forth.
Yep, it's like people here really do keep receipts and take notes, and it's very you never know when it could come up. That's why you gotta stay far away.
I mean, it's like it's the information highway is like light years ahead of where like the leak of information is. It's like how like we're looking at the sun, but like with the sun that we're looking at is like years old or whatever the math equates to because of how far it is away. Like the stuff that's happening, like probably a lot of it happened a long time ago, but it's just coming out right now because that's the nature of the leak of all of this information. But that's just the nature of the business that we're in too. Like it's unfortunate, but that's part of it. And also, like Hannah Montoya has had like an incredible 3-year run, and like I'm sure that she'll get back to that like tomorrow. You know what I mean? As soon as this blows over, like this stuff happens quickly, and it overturns relatively quickly. I think that you look at some of the beach house drama. Like, I bet Una felt like she was going through it pretty bad during that, and then, like, some time passes, and nobody's thinking about it. Even, like, Big T was supposed to go out and about today because of, like, stuff that's explosively happening around him, and then within, like, seconds, everybody has moved on to something else. And I think that is the nature of the business, that people will move on to something else.
100%. Yeah, you just need another coworker to fuck up. I was talking to Nick yesterday, and he's like, I hope Mincy just, like, falls down, like some steps today so we can just, like, move on.
Yeah. Also, I mean, the Telluride Bush did start all of this drama, though, so you guys have to pat yourselves on the back.
I thank you for that credit, Roan. I mean, we're a pressure cooker. We've always been people like to throw stones, whatever it is. I guess I'm happy that we could start this. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you. You've been a day one Bush backer. I know Max in the back over there. Max, the most unshaven guy. I mean, he's got a big bush. So
Huge.
I appreciate both of you.
Meaty Bush. So I want to talk about your friendship with Hannah, because it seems like you guys are really close. Like even going through all of this, you were there to help her out with the stream yesterday, and I think that I'm curious as what your guys' conversations have been like, because like she's dating or not dating Austin. Austin's saying nasty stuff about and to you, and how does she reconcile that? Even actually, can we play a clip real quick of it was when you were walking in to the Yak yesterday, and you're walking down the hallway, and she's like everybody's like, yeah, Mook's going in. You're like kind of swinging your shoulders, feeling yourself, and she's like applauding. You know, she's like, fuck yeah, Mook. Like she's like your buddy or like your friend. Let's play this clip just because I think that it was like a telling sign of like your guys' friendship. You know, she's fired up like all the boys. She's there with the boys.
Look at that
clapping
hair.
it up.
The Mook man?
Good.
You're walking in, chest puffed out. And then, but I just my question is, where is this like rallying and like friendship? And maybe I'm just not seeing it when her boyfriend's talking shit on you.
I think it's two things. I think one, it's like it's funny, it's pretty ironic, but it's called being objective in a workplace. I've worked in corporate America before. I've worked at PwC, which is a big accounting firm, and it's like, fuck your feelings, like we got work to do. So I'm not going to hold her personal actions against her when I know we have our own friendship that stemmed well before any of this bullshit happened. So like, yeah, she was probably also like, she's got to be in a confusing spot. So like, I don't know why she's like necessarily clapping. I don't really get it. She's got to be like, it is what it is. Like we're friends. So it's like, I think the second thing too is like good guys win in the end. I think if you just do good things and be a good person and respect other people and treat people with respect, I didn't like bring a lot of this circus that's been happening the past couple of days. I've kind of just let it come to me, and I feel like I've just been myself. And I think it's very clear that some people in this equation haven't been themselves. And it kind of like blew up in their face.
You're talking about Austin, and last night you were giving me like some color on the Austin situation, and you said that there were nights early on in Bush where you, Jerry, Austin, and Sass shared belly laughs.
Yeah.
Shared belly laughs. And it's like, to me, that's almost that has to be more true to the Austin, to the real Austin. Like sharing a belly laugh, you can't fake a shared belly laugh. But sometimes I look at Austin and it feels like when Kanye West was doing his thing where he wouldn't smile in pictures, and like someone would like kind of like catch him laughing at a red carpet event, and then he'd have to fucking like go back down into his like suck it and like be like, I'm actually like tough and sad. Where it's like laughing is like it's like antithetical to the person that he's trying to project, or this persona that we were talking about earlier. So do you think that there's any truth to that? And can you give a little bit more color about your early relationship with him?
Yeah, I think Austin puts on this like mean front, and he like, you watch him and you're like, oh, this is like Dave GPT. Like it's like very like bot coded, robotic, like, buzzword oriented. Like you're pretty much like, when you talk to Austin sometimes about business, it's like you're literally hearing an email, which is like very annoying, because I've also seen like the human side of him where he can actually be like a good time and like a good hang, and like can be normal around the guys and like crack jokes and like all this shit. So like in the beginning of Bush, that relationship was fully there, like in the fall, when we first brought him on for like, reviews, and he was going to help us and all this shit. Like it was like, there were like, he would ball bust us, but it was never it never like really went above that. And then as the timeline progressed, after every major, it got a little more aggressive and a little more hostile. And like, you can see it peaked at like major 3, where like Austin was at the Airbnb in Atlanta, and he was like, in a bush for 6 hours between 2 days watching the team because he was so invested and so
He cared.
like superstitious. He cared a lot, and like we were having a good time with him. And then like I don't know what could have possibly switched that drastic for him to like pretty much I don't necessarily know the word for it, but like something flipped to where it went from like that peak and that extreme to the furthest down extreme to where everything we did caused him to yell at us, pretty much shit on us at any possible moment, and essentially send like that very weird text to me and message Discord mods about my job at Barstool, and we're coworkers and we should have each other's backs in some capacity, and then go on out and about and call me a piece of shit, which
Lazy piece
could
of
only
shit.
a lazy piece of shit. I'm big lazy. So like I don't know, something got weird. Like I've seen the human side, and I think as he spent more time on camera, kind of like doing this persona, I think maybe he got a little more carried away with it. I can't pinpoint an exact moment, but
Well,
that's
when
how
he
I see it.
refuses to be vulnerable, he forces people to speculate. And so, like, maybe he wants to be like, I'm Kanye West with, like, and I don't smile. But, like, I think that you create a circumstance where people are going to wonder what's causing the change if you're not going to be honest about what it was. And maybe it's something with the relationship, or maybe, like, he's, like, maybe, like, his feelings stem from, like, jealousy, or, like, not jealousy that you're, like, just that somebody's talking to his girl and he's, like, protective, and maybe he, like, likes her a lot, and maybe like he's reactive because of that, because that's very human. Like, dudes have all been through that, where they like a girl a lot and they want to become like a little bit protective, but like unfortunately we don't know that, we don't have access to it, and then of course we're forced to speculate on what's going on, and it seems
I
like
don't
go ahead.
like I've never like me and Hannah's friendship is within these walls. Like I like that's what's like crazy to me, is like it's never like I've talked to her pretty much every day that we've both been in the office since she started. It's just like a normal thing. And like I remember it was starting to get weird when like it was a major four, our team was playing in Paris, and like we were going to be streaming from this studio, and we were like, okay, like day one of these majors are usually slow, like who should we like get in the office to like come by, fill some time, like come hang out. We had like Megan, we had Maresh, we had a couple other people, and then I like asked Hannah to do it, and she was like, yeah, I would love to, like I love the bush, whatever. And then I come to find out that she told Austin that she was going to come on the bush stream, and he was like, I can't believe you're even giving those guys like the time of day, like how long did you tell them you were going on for? And she was like, probably like 30 minutes to an hour, like I'm down to chop it up with them. And he was like, you shouldn't even give them 5 minutes. And I was like, where is this coming from? Like what, in what world are we such bad people that I can't have my friend and a coworker come hang out on our watch party, and that she shouldn't go on because we're not worth the time? Like what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's so interesting. It's and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get that. We're gonna get like that answer. If you were to have a conversation with Austin, what do you think that? What like do you have like to get off your chest?
I don't really have much to get off my like. It wouldn't be good for both parties. I think. I don't think
Why?
it would be a productive conversation. I feel like we're both kind of just at this like really weird, like fuck you standpoint.
What do you think his argument is?
He's just gonna call me lazy. That's all he's gonna do is call me lazy. I don't know what he's gonna call, but the piece of shit bad person thing, not sure where he's gonna go with that. But it clearly has something to do with Hannah.
Do you have any interest in reading the rest of the text that he sent you that ended with this is or whatever this is going to be personal?
No, I don't. You have the texts?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, dude, like those shouldn't be aired out. I
Why?
think they're just like weird, and I think they like I don't know. I told you last night, like, I don't want to like beat this into the ground anymore. I don't want to drag it.
Totally.
I just want to go back to doing my job. I continuously get called lazy. You can go look at Bush output for the year. You can look at, I do all the production and socials for that show as well as content. And I still get called lazy, and that's pretty much the only thing I want to do is just keep pushing Bush as far as I can. I don't want to drag this situation any further. I'm focused on the off season, getting spot. I'm doing fucking sales for this brand, so it's like I'm just focused on like getting this brand right.
100K Kraken sponsorship or something. Higher. 100
Millie.
mil. 100
Millie.
mil. Everybody's
Max
like,
got it.
everybody's telling me to read the text. Like I have the text. I don't have the text.
Can I ask Mook a question?
Yes, Mac, please.
Mook, what was on the note sheet?
Just some like other shit that like I really shouldn't. It's not my place to say. Like I think everyone's just looking for someone to like say everything, and it's like at the end of the day, like it's just not my place to like really air out other people's business.
Because it involves
Fair.
people who aren't involved with this.
Good guy, Mook.
Yes.
Because it involves other people who aren't involved with this.
Yeah, it just has like a trickle down effect, and it's like, bro, I'm not trying to like like this shit. Like the beef shit is like brutal to be involved in the moment. I know some people love it, but like.
Well, when you're in the center of it, and I'm sure you felt this, and I'm sure you probably felt this a couple weeks ago, and I bet Hannah feels this today. I don't know if Austin feels this, but like it feels like everybody's on top of you, and like kind of the world is bearing down on you, and it feels like you feel small because you feel like everybody has something negative to say about you. Like it's almost going to like it's defining you in real time, and that's a shitty feeling to have. I think that everybody should remember that like. It does not define you, and that like what I said at the beginning of this show, like we are finding out in real time that like Hannah is human, and like that's better to find out than like somebody is like infallible. Like I think it's more interesting to be human. I think that it's more interesting to have, and like what is her biggest transgression? That like honestly, I don't think it's that she had a relationship with Austin or has a relationship with Austin. I think the biggest transgression is like not sticking up for you, and I think that that's something that she'll learn from.
Yeah, I think she did yesterday, and obviously we'll never know the conversations between her and Austin about me or about Bush, but yeah, I think this is like a welcome to Barstool moment for her. And even for me a little bit, because I've never been in beef before either.
If they get married, do you think you'll be invited?
No.
Really?
No.
You guys are friends. I thought that you'd be a bridesmaid.
I think Austin's gonna hate me for life after this.
What?
Yeah.
He started this.
If he already called me a lazy piece of shit and a bad guy, I can't imagine how he feels right now.
Wait, he's gonna hate you for life because he punched you and like you didn't barely even punch, like you didn't even really punch back like that. You're like pulling your punches from punching back.
Yeah, because
and he hates you for life.
Probably, I don't know.
Would you, if they invited you, would you go?
I'd go for the food probably.
Yeah, they have.
I'd probably
meatballs.
dine and dash. Yeah, meatballs, maybe steal a piece of cake. I wouldn't bring a gift though.
Damn. Well, I'm trying to think of like if there's any stones that I have left unturned. I think that Austin can get through this if he like, and I think it's just part of like being like, I mean, we're all relatively young, me less than other people, but like figuring out like who you are and like figuring out like the person that you're projecting to the world, and like every day just getting closer to like not even just unifying those people, but being able to use the projection to the world as like for good. I think that that's the best way that he can like positively move forward for this. And maybe he doesn't give a fuck what I have to say. You know what I mean? Like maybe him and Dave are having a fucking beer bong of caviar and fucking living life lavishly. And he probably doesn't give a fuck. But yeah. I do think that he gives, I think that he is more human and, tender than he's putting up to the public right now.
100%. I think maybe he just like binged Mad Men and got a little carried away. I think he just needs to like chill out and realize. Yeah, bro, like just you can drop this fucking corporate act that you're trying to pull, and everyone can see it's an act. And I don't know. I think there is some human in him that he can let out more often. And he says he's objective when he's clearly not. So like, hey man, just be a human, be a person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's so nice actually. They said someone super chatted and said Roan give Mook a medal for doing his job. That's nasty to say. And Mook is in early, and Kelly Keys
I don't want
to
a medal. I'm just tired of this lazy. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm big lazy. I'm the laziest guy that works at the company. That's it.
Yeah.
End up. I own it.
Yeah. Unreliable narrator. And then I think that Hannah's best way through is like it's going to take time. But I don't think it'll take as long as she thinks. But a cool 48 to 72 hours, and just like everything is out there now. There's not like more shoes to drop. She's about to go on Out and About. I think that we said earlier, like she's clearly like a smart person. There's no doubt in anybody's minds that she is a smart person and that she will figure out a way to handle this. And I think that one of her best attributes is being able to come across likably. And I think that she'll continue to foster that skill set through all of her like appearances that she has. She'll go on different shows, and people will continue to tune into her live streams and the micropod. What advice would you give her?
I gave her the advice, like, you just got to make it to Friday. This will blow over. And then eventually you have to be kind of self-deprecative about it. And like kind of make fun of yourself for it.
And I think that's what she was doing on stream last night, right?
A little bit. Yeah, definitely. But like the chat can be a very like, she's still, I don't think she's ever had this much negativity drawn towards her. Luckily, my time on the Yak, I got to feel the pressure of those comments and how they can like make you feel. And like now I'm kind of like numb to a lot of it. I still get one guy from time to time, but like I think for her is the first time it's happening, and like you can feel like the world's ending, but it's like just make it to Friday, and then like at the end of the day, like you'll be able to make fun of yourself for it.
Well, I think a lot of people at Barstool wind up being in relationships because not only do they work together, but they share this like kind of unique young person trait of being perceived. And it's like when you're being perceived, it kind of gives you a way different view of yourself, the world, and the people who perceive you. And like when you are in real time, like being perceived, it's like a different experience. It's like the other side of being of a parasocial relationship, where it's like people's perception of you like weighs on everybody in different ways. And so I think that like there's probably a unique understanding that people who have inter-office relationships have with each other, because it's like, hey, like we get this in a way that other people don't. So I know it argues against the case that I was making earlier, that people shouldn't be in relationships with each other. But like, that's probably, if you're viewing this, that's probably why it happens so frequently behind the scenes and with people on camera. I think that people are also obsessed with this threesome, and someone super chatted saying, ask Mook who the threesome is. Like,
me, Robbie Fox, and Ken Jack one time after Mook.
But who put what and where though?
I was the middle of the human centipede.
Wow. Oh, the Lucky Pierre, I think that's called.
The Lucky Pierre. Yeah.
The Lucky Pierre. People are saying I need to hear sass on this. No.
We're like me, Sass, Jerry. Like we need this to be over, man. We just want to.
Yeah, you guys think that, but like this is like. This is the biggest gift that the Barstool world can get for the July-August window. This is the doldrums of football and like basketball, sports programming. There's like a massive lull. Like it's before the Internet Invitational. Like that shit's not going to come out for a while. It's like before Surviving Barstool starts to come out. Like there's like so much. This is the Death Valley of content every year. And so the fact that the Bush has single-handedly created a spider web of storylines is absolutely a notch in your guys' belt. And I don't think that like it's your intent. That's not what you guys wanted to do, but you have created this because you guys are just lightning rods across the board.
Yeah, it's definitely like I think it's confusing because like yes, it's good. It's good for Bush, it's good for Barstool, but like I saw a video today of like Andrew Luck throwing a pass to Zach Ertz, and I was like, I just like can't wait to watch some ball, man. Just
Yeah, it's coming.
just move past this.
It's coming for sure. Someone said Portnoy confirmed Mook is lazy. Does he have a comment? That can't be true. That absolutely.
Dave said that he has people that he trusts that said I'm lazy and I quit shows. Which to me is like, if you look at the history of a lot of Barstool employees, I think a lot of people have tried different things here. In the past, like stuff hasn't like, I've fucked up like a couple different things. And like, I took a risk kind of betting my career on Bush, and like, that's something that I'd do again tomorrow and I'd do it again today. And it's like, I believe in this so much, that like whatever happens, happens. And, if you think I'm lazy, that's fine. I'm the biggest, I'm the laziest, whatever you want to think, but go look at Bush output and look what we've done this year. And that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, I also think that laziness is not like this binary that people make it out to be, where it's like that's something that the rent is due every day. So it's your laziness is almost like a retrospective term, and like if you're just going forward, Sass and Jerry seem to be convinced of the opposite, and they work relatively close with you. But you were the man. Thank you for your time. Is there any stones left unturned?
No, I think I've said my piece. I described on the Yak yesterday how I felt a personal relationship that Austin had affected the Bush budget when we were in a very like weird spot in general with Austin. I hope that doesn't happen again next year. I hope we're able to get the funding we can without, we're getting these budgets done like 4 days prior to majors this past year. So I'm just hoping that like next year it's like completely objective. I appreciate you, Rone. Thank you for.
Someone in here saying stop being friends with Hannah. She makes fun of you to Austin. Is that a concern of yours at all? Do you think that that's happening at all?
I don't give a fuck. Everyone here makes fun of everyone. Like I just care about Bush and myself, and I have friends and they're friends in this space, outside this space, whatever is talked about. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. Some people can't separate that, is what I would say to that.
Got it. I can't escape the I'm letting you skate allegations, so that I'll just have to throw my hands up with that one. They're calling me Rony Hawk, and they're on my ass pretty ruthlessly. But
yeah,
like they said, the man in the arena. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on, Mac. You're the man. Go watch Behind the Bush. It's almost at 100K. Mac crushed it on that. Roan, you're a dog. I appreciate you for speaking out when a lot of coworkers are afraid to speak out about this topic and are deathly afraid to even whisper the name Austin Jenkins. So thank you for doing the Lord's work. I'll leave you on that note.
Love it, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's
legend.
Fun. It's fun to say skate. It's fun to say stuff like people are skating. If you don't feel like you got new information from this show, there's a literacy problem in America. And honestly, I blame I guess Michelle Obama or
Clinton.
I blame Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I blame ugly ass Hillary Clinton. Mook is on the right side of history. Roan messy as hell. Leave my boy be, dude. I'm just trying to read the text, show the notes. I don't have the text. I'm just in the chat right now. I don't have the text. I asked Mook for the text, the information on the text last night. I don't have the text. I don't have more color on that situation. Though I asked, I can't read something I don't have, and I don't have the notepad. Get Chef Donnie. We need a one-liner from Chef Donnie. Roan is just not good. God damn. I canceled my fucking doctor's appointment for this, dude. I'm out here. I'm swinging. I'm doing this for you guys, bro. I'm doing this literally for the fucking viewer.
Look at that shit.
I don't even know what my scars look like, bro. Water hasn't touched my knee in fucking months. My legs have atrophied to Nicky Clicky fucking rickets levels. God damn. Should I try and have Dave on?
It'd be nice to hear from the boss. I want to know what's in the notes, but also I think Mook doesn't want to. I think he just wants to play COD, and I think that's fair.
Okay. I didn't see any of the things that Dave said, but I did just text him if he wants to come on RoneDotCom. Can't hurt to text. Can't hurt to ask.
I want to hear from Sass, honestly. I think Sass has a lot he needs to air out.
Yeah, of course. Fascinating. Well, I mean, he didn't answer right away, so I'm going to assume that's a no. It's a get Montoya. Montoya is going to be on Out and About. That's going to come out at 12. She honestly might be on there right now. Is she on there right at Tech Guy Andrew? Do you know if she's on there? Is Hannah Montoya on there right now? So she's on there right now. I can't get Montoya because they have Montoya. So they're getting to the bottom of it right now. Let's move on. Who cares what she's going to say? What relationship it ended? Mook is a coward. Austin did not get anybody fired. I'm going to clear that up from yesterday because I dislike when there's ambiguity about situations. Austin did not get anybody fired. Period. Rone Musks. Rone, let's go. Can't hurt to ask. Yeah, I asked, bro. You know what I mean? He's not answering. Wasn't worth skipping the surgery. I already had the surgery. It's a fucking follow-up from the surgery. Got Big Cat on. Talked to Big Cat about it last night. He had an all-time yak yesterday. Should have kept the doctor's appointment. Maybe. But I mean, I'm trying my best to serve the audience and just give my unique perspective about this entire situation. That's all I'm trying to do, is give unique perspective. I think that both of the people involved, in the worst case, will get through this. I think there are some people that are involved with this that are probably at their desks shaking, hoping that it doesn't come to light. And for their sake, I hope that doesn't come to light. But for the audience's sake, I hope it does. Thank you, Rone. Release the what? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's an NDA. This is good. This is all good. This is good for business. This is good for the health of the organism.
I think more people should be fucking. I don't think there's enough fucking going on. I think Nicky Smokes is onto something.
Yeah. You got to get you fucking, Mac.
No, not me. I don't fuck.
Yeah, Mac's a eunuch. Mac cauterized his loins intentionally.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good for it's good for the price of a brick. You know what I mean? Everything is going up around here. It's good for the bush. It's good for Sass, and everybody has twisted webs. Annika better blog because she will actually speak. I've been loving Annika's blogs. Annika, I think the more that she breaks free, I think that Annika is a person who is like able to like integrate with her persona to like her best benefit. Like I think that she is like experimenting with like using that in a mature way to advance her career. I think that if we're talking about that young shit, that Jungian persona shit, I think that she has done a masterful job with it. Austin did not get anybody fired. I don't know how many times I could say that. She's all bark, no bite. I don't agree with that. And I would be curious. Sass had Erica screaming back in the day. No, that's fucking crazy to say. That's crazy. You guys are fucking unhinged. Mac the eunuch. $2 to just say that, bro. I'm already saying that, but we appreciate the $2.
What does that mean?
Did Annika know smokes with Hannah? That's a good question. Maybe I shouldn't have let everybody skate. Rone was a skater boy. He says see you later, boy. What does Paige have to do with it? I don't know. We should get Nicky Smokes back in to ask him, because I should have asked him. Don't forget Keegs was Hannah first. Interesting. I don't know if maybe Keegs has obviously had relationships with people at Barstool. I don't think she does or would going forward, but I think that she is probably knows the ups and downs of that. I don't think that she is anti-relationship. I think that she is fiercely loyal to her friends. I've experienced that before. Like if you go at somebody that's even has a last name that starts with K, Keegs will be on your ass. Jerry will accidentally spill stuff. I don't know. I think Jerry's more buttoned up than you think.
I'll say I was talking to Keegs today, and I was just asking her about like, are you excited to have Hannah on, all this? And she told me that she thinks Pat is going to be ruthless, and that she might have to hold him back.
I think that they're going to be diplomatic. I think
she's going to be diplomatic. I think Pat is going nuclear. I think Pat's got a shotgun loaded, sitting in the chair, glass of whiskey. He's hitting the button.
Why would he do that?
I think he's fed up.
With what?
With everything.
I think that Pat loves it. I think Out and About's on a generational run.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's got the guns. He's ready to just launch the missiles.
We need to see if Austin will approve the Out and About budget, because I'm pushing for them to have a big budget. I'm pushing for them to be fucking messy as hell. 2 episodes a week Out and About. Please, can we do it? Can we start doing it? Because like they can't keep up with the drama. There's too much drama. And maybe we're just in a hotbed of drama. Maybe we're just in a drama gold rush right now, and things will dry up. But for the time being, why not give us bonus episodes at least? They need a producer, though, they're saying. They need a producer. Maybe Buddha Ben. Buddha Ben coming back to the company. That's very exciting. Annika spills a lot of tea but goes mute in front of the yak. I think that she was, she was being grilled yesterday. And I think this comes down to not wanting to involve people who aren't already involved. Because I'm sure Annika knows how dark it can feel. Why bring them up, Mook? There are no files. People keep on talking about these files. I'm telling you that Austin did not get anybody fired. And I would tell you if that wasn't the case. I bet my career on Bush. Love that. Nadu over Mook. Should I try to get Nadu on? Nah, I can't right now. There's too much going on. Everyone is fence sitting. They want to play both sides. I don't think they are. I don't think everybody is fence sitting. I think that you guys just aren't like the Nicky Smokes stuff. Like people knew about that like a year ago. You know what I mean? Like that's not new. But like the information like can't come out right away. Like there's like Nicky Smokes, if he had gone public with everything that was going on right away, like he'd be even more vilified. He wouldn't be vindicated. He'd be vilified. So I think that it has to come out with it's just all going to come out in its due time. I want to know who Memes is fucking. Get someone on that will talk. Get Frank for his take. I mean, Frank's take is like, I don't care about this. I'm too old for the Mets. And like, yes, it is good for Frank to say that, and there will be people who can relate to that content. But too many people can't be like, I'm too old for this. Like, someone has to poke and prod. That's all. I'm trying to poke and prod for you guys. I'm trying to do this for the audience. Like, it's more interesting for the audience. Big Cat protects his employees in Chicago too much. If had this happened in the OG NYC days, Dave would have made everyone release the files. I think that Big Cat, Big Cat is at where he's at. Like he's at an uncatchable point in his career. Like his son of a boy dad, progresses. We're like, we're like catching up to this show. We're catching up to this show. Can we catch up to this show? Can we catch up to this show? We have these conversations, like really try to push ourselves internally and see what we could do to grow our brand in an ethical, sustainable way. And one thing that is uncatchable is part of my take. One thing that's uncatchable is Big Cat. Like one person who you might argue with their ways of doing things. You might argue with Big Cat's way of doing things. Like, you can't argue with Big Cat's results. You can't argue with his results at the end of the day. Like, nobody is working harder, and, for better or worse, nobody has a better idea of what's going to hit than him. Like, he has, such a high ceiling of it, and if he releases or doesn't release something, there's probably a good reason for it, and he probably has an understanding, and he is trying to be, he's not Dave, and he's not going to be Dave. I'm not Big Cat, I'm not going to be Big Cat. I'm not Dave, No, everybody's different people. So he's not going to do these things at the same way. And like, I think that Big Cat does a good job of managing the human element of a lot of things in a better way than I do, better way than Dave does, a better way than a lot of people do. I think that like he is trying to make interesting content, and I think that he wants to make it funny, and I think that he realizes that there can be collateral damage if you drag everybody who is at like the tips of all of this, and maybe people will dislike him for that in the moment, but he understands what he's doing is probably for the greater good at the end of the day. Can we get Ebony's or Sparky's thoughts? 100%. We should get Ebony's thoughts. Ebony! Ebony! Why don't you stop talking to your coworkers? I gotta call Ebony. I gotta call Kirk, bro. Kirk! See, that's why we needed, like, if we had 2 out and abouts a week, we could have had Kirk on the the Monday out and about. We could have had fucking Big T on the Monday out and about, and that would have been a completely different set of. I have 2 Ebony saved in my phone. She changed her number. Ebony, I'm calling you. Ebony. I hope this isn't the wrong Ebony. Ebony. Who is that at the desk? You want to just grab her, Mac?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Okay.
Oh, she's coming.
She's coming. We need Ebony on this.
I didn't hear you calling me.
Sorry, I was screaming.
I was in a deep conversation. You know.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to Una and Danny.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Okay. Have you seen what's going on?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Are you shocked? Hello.
What do you think?
Everybody fucks everybody. This is 2026.
Right.
I sat on it once.
Austin?
You gotta no.
You hit Austin?
Nah. Okay, people can say what they want about Austin. He's kind of weird. Yes. He's up Dave's ass. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I would like if you was throwing a dick at me and you close to Dave, I might.
He's
sit on
handsome.
it. I don't know about
He's tall. He's handsome. He's he has
he's not
good style.
For me, he's not. He couldn't get, like I said, a lot of people couldn't get my pussy wet. So I don't think he can do that. But if he will put money on it, like on the bed, I might get it.
That would do it for you.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have to look at your face. Put a bag on
If
it.
he spelled out 100K with 100K,
I'm licking balls, eating gooch. I'm going to town.
Right, exactly, and
Cut
that's
in my
love.
eye. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so you weren't surprised that there was all this drama going on.
No.
So he was yelling at Mook, calling him a lazy piece of shit.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
That's why he's an asshole.
yeah. So he's an asshole.
Mook is the GOAT. Like, I love that man. He knows I love him. Like, he gets shit done. And I feel like Austin doesn't have nothing else to talk about. And he's mad that people were, like, trying to work with his boo. So, you know.
Yeah, but do you think that he was just like he didn't want people to work with her because he likes her a lot?
Yeah, he was like he didn't want nobody else to have access to her. That's what it's given.
Right.
Yeah, it was
he
given.
just didn't want people to have access to her,
Yeah.
and it'd be nice if he was just honest about that.
Right, like let your nuts hang. Like let it be known that you don't want nobody next to your girl.
Or just be like so secure that like I know she's coming home to me.
Right,
You know,
or throw a bigger bag at her because we will really respect you more if you throw a bigger bag.
Right, just throw the bigger bag.
Yeah, like if you want to keep me still in one place and shut me up, throw me in a bigger bag, nigga. I'll shut the fuck up.
Right, it's the easiest way. Just throw a bigger bag. The situation with Mook, or I guess Austin. People are worried that Austin is telling Dave like, "Hey, don't hire people," or like information is getting back to Hannah from Austin through Dave or stuff like that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
He's he's an inside man.
You think he's pillow talking?
Compromised. Pillow talking. Ha! He's doing more than pillow talking. You know, I don't want him to come after me. Don't come after me, Austin. You don't want this smoke. Don't come after me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like I see it. I was watching the clips yesterday, and I
Yeah.
agree that you are a tender dick nigga sometimes.
He could be tender dick.
Tender dick.
He could
Like
be
any. I only say that because if you are a man and you're confident in what you got, you ain't got to worry about the next man.
Right. Do you think that he was worried about Mook? I don't even think he's worried about Mook hitting it. Maybe he's being like possessive or.
Maybe she put it on him. Maybe she put it on him. And now he's sprung.
Yes.
Maybe he's sprung. Maybe she got that Gluck 10,000. Who knows? I don't know. Shout out to you, Hannah. She is a baddie.
They're spamming TDN in the chat. TDN Austin.
Tender dick nigga. I just do shit. He gonna come after me next.
Oh no,
man.
TDN Austin.
You know, nobody cares about the girl in the front. They don't give a fuck about you. But I'm a funny ass bitch.
That's 100%. They're saying he's sprung. He might be sprung.
He is sprung. I can see it.
Yeah, why can't a guy get sprung anymore?
And be honest about it. Like, you know, some guys, like I say, he's tender dick. So it's like, you're like sensitive. It's like, oh my God, Hannah. So now you want to be mad at the guy because he has a penis. Like, hello. If you throw that bag, like I said, or eat a little bit more cooch. I don't know what you got going on, Austin. I don't know. But step it up.
Right, that maybe he's not eating enough. They said, ask Eb if the bandana is fire. Did you see his bandana? Is that going to help? He was wearing a bandana around his neck. Not for you?
Nah. Can I pull him with it? Can I grab it? Can I choke
Oh,
it?
maybe it's something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, it could be a toy. Wow, TDN Austin is really blowing up.
Tender dick. He's gonna come after my ass. Watch.
Oh my God. I don't think he will. Okay, this was.
Because he coming after everybody else.
I just think that I don't think that he's gonna keep on coming after people. I just don't think
shouldn't.
that. Yeah, I just don't think that that's who he is. You know, like I think that he just he was experimenting with being cutthroat, and I don't think that he's as cutthroat as that. I think he's like. He's buddies with people. He does the crossword puzzles with the people. He's in the tungsten club. They have a matching tattoo. Don't act like you're not friends with people or above people that you were friends with.
I think it's kind of shady too to sit here and say you don't have no relationship. How you work for a company and with Dave and don't have no relationship with none of your coworkers? That's insane.
He has matching tattoos with 13 of them. Does it do him and Mook have matching tattoos?
Are you
serious? They have matching tattoos.
They have matching tattoos? Oh, you definitely a tender dick nigga. Yeah, you just giving. Yeah, I don't respect your shit no more, Austin. What's going on? You can't get BFF tattoos, literally, because that's your best fucking friend.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's mad, because he's like, oh, we're best friends. We got tats together, and now you're trying to steal my girl. Tender dick nigga. Tender dick nigga.
Maybe that's the next tattoo. TDN.
Should I get a tattoo? Why I didn't get a tattoo?
Right, that'd be sick.
That's crazy.
The tungsten tattoo. Amazing. Like and subscribe to the stream. Anywhere people can follow or like and subscribe your stuff.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be out here popping coochie no more. I'm trying to be a good person.
But if people want to see that, can they see it anywhere?
Securities. The link is in my Twitter.
Okay, go to her Twitter.
wait.
Go to her Twitter.
I'll give you some pointers or two. You know, Austin, just sign my DM. I can tell you what you could do better.
Right, exactly.
I could
tutorial.
I've been a lesbian from, when I'm drunk.
Oh, really?
I know my way around a clitoris.
Okay, interesting. Austin, don't be such a TDN and hit up Ebony, learn something.
I'm just saying.
Okay, love it. Amazing.
Thanks, guys.
You're the best. Oh, man. I can't believe Sparky ran from the hustle. I got to get Sparky in before all this is done. I got to get Sparky's take.
TDN.
What the fuck?
Please leave your message for...
His phone's off?
Sparky.
Sparky. Oh, Dave just said, what time? Can you send me a link if he... Oh, fuck. That was 10 minutes ago. Fuck. Hang on. Yeah, I'll send it. He said, what time? If I send him a link. I'm over here talking TDNs with Ebony. And he said, okay. And I just sent him a Zoom link. Okay, let's get Dave on. Amazing. Sparky doesn't answer, but we'll get the next best thing, Dave Portnoy. If we can't get Sparky, which we'd love to have, what do I have to ask Dave? Chat, help me out right now. Dave Portnoy, Prez coming on. Dave, clip on why Nicky's... okay, yeah. We'll have to ask him why Nicky Smokes is month to month. Smokes was begging for you to push and you folded. Read between the lines, my ass.
He's got to address the TDN allegations. I think he's here, Ron.
Who? Sparky? Or Dave? Oh, Dave. Yeah. Dave, what's up, brother? You might be muted, or we're good. Okay, you're good. Okay, you're good. Is that a pool swim or an ocean swim?
Pool.
Hell yes. What temperature do you have it at?
It's just a little plunge pool because it's like I'm on the ocean. This may sound like champagne problems, but I have 2 houses. The upper house has the pool, so I don't feel like walking up to the upper house. So I put in a little plunge pool just to cool off down at the lower house.
That doesn't even sound like a problem. That's a champagne good thing. Can you just give us a flash of the view just for so the people can live vicariously? Good God. Amazing. Did you catch any wind of this morning? Well, first off, Ebony has a new nickname for Austin. She's calling him a tender dick N-word, TDN Austin. Do you think that that's a fair nickname that she's calling him, tender dicked?
Wait, what is it?
She's calling him a tender dick N-word, TDN. She's calling him tender dicked. That he's being tender dicked about.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think anybody does, but I think
I have no problem with that nickname.
Okay, TDN. Did you see any of the stream this morning?
I saw you threatening a class action lawsuit unless the Bush gets fully funded.
I'm not threatening it. I'm not even in the Bush.
Oh, who's threatening it?
I think that that's the looming threat is that there is going to be. The concern is that something like that could happen because Austin obviously had his thumb on the scale.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that lawsuit. The thing that's crazy is Austin, before all this broke, Austin was done with the Bush. Like, I got inserted back into the middle of the Bush, like before Vegas, and Jerry called me for the budget and was talking to me for an hour and a half. The exact reason why Austin got put in the middle of the Bush to begin with. I think Austin being out of the Bush is bad for them.
Why was the budget for the Bush approved right away when it came to you, but when it was with Austin, it took a long time?
Well, my guess on that would be if I'm not involved, I'm just like reluctant to approve it and let Austin deal with like those guys. But like I said, when Jerry won't get off the phone with me, it's like almost an excise tax. Like I got to pay 15 grand to hang up with Jerry.
Is there a thought to maybe giving a Bush a budget for the entire year and just being like, hey, you guys figure it out so it's not weekly budget meetings?
Potentially. If we're just calling a spade, who runs that budget?
They're free to run it themselves. And if they run out of money, they can't do any more things.
Yeah, but all right, let's just throw a number, 100 grand.
Right.
Hey, we're out of money. And Jerry just bought like a ton of Kaboom cards at the local fucking card dealers. Like,
then Bush is dead. Then he's killed the Bush.
Yeah, but I gave him 100 grand.
Yeah, well then his pet project and the thing that Mook said he's staking his career on is dead now.
Yeah, but I got robbed of 100 grand.
Well, I mean, maybe you just recoup the Kaboom cards. That could be an appreciating asset.
My overall arching thing is amongst those three, like I know what you're saying, like, okay, if it fails, they're just out. But I don't trust those three like using the money even close to properly.
So it's still going to be, for the next season of Bush, constant budget meetings where they're asking you to a dime how much they can use or spend.
Well, it's all a combo. Like the budget, they do ask because, as I said before, what I think the problem or my if I said what's the red flag with the Bush, I've said this many times. I think if you put Jerry, Sass, Mook on, and they spend hours on anything, they're going to create interesting content for the Barstool world. I don't think Call of Duty League adds that much. Like, I think they could be doing this for a lot of things. So it's, and unlike a lot of the podcasts that get started, whatever, there's a constant need of money coming in for their tournaments, their players. So you got to kind of keep an eye on it because I don't know that the thing's like growing. And I said this, Jerry, like, what is this, year 3 coming up or 2?
Of the Bush?
Yeah.
I'm not even done with year 1.
So it's year 2 coming up?
Yes, year 2 will come up soon, but I don't think they're a year in.
Like, I don't think it's on a trajectory where like, oh, this thing's like growing. Like, I don't get that vibe. Like, I get the vibe right now. People are talking about it. But again, it's not the CDL. Like, the actual game playing of it. Like, I and Jerry actually said this on the call. It's like, yeah, it felt like we plateaued or went down a little bit until all this Austin and all this drama and everyone's talking about it. But it's like, as I'm looking at it, it's not like advertisers are beating down the door for it. And it's not like, I said sometimes when things really get going here, like I can't go anywhere without hearing about it. I was hearing about the Bush when they started it, like back to Bush. And then it was like 6 months almost of I never heard a fucking word about it.
Got it. So maybe they need a more of like a product to hang an advertisement on if they want to, really get.
I mean,
ads.
Kraken did stuff, and we're trying to get Phoenix involved. I just don't know that they have any end game. Like, what is the like outside of Barstool people paying attention? What is the how is this thing going to like really leap up to the next level?
I think that all the drama of the last 3 weeks has been Bush. Like the domino pushes of all this has been Bush stuff.
Well, it's been a lot of stuff, but yes, I mean, again, I would say if they were doing anything that Austin was in the middle of, it could have been a mini golf team, it could have been a fly fishing team. In this dynamic, we'd still have the same. I just separate Bush and CDL. Like CDL, if to me, like this league should be like, here is, we're going to pay you. Like we should be being paid for being in this league, not like me paying to go. Like, I don't know one name of any of their players. Nothing.
Right. I think it's a bit of a revolving door, but the stars obviously are the three guys from Barstool Sports. I don't know a ton about the Bush inner workings either, about how they grow, but it has been interesting to me. And it's almost like the Texas Tech softball, where it's like I'm drawn in, I didn't know shit about it, and now I'm following because of the Barstool people that are involved. Let's pivot to Nicky Smokes. Nicky Smokes yesterday was a bit vindicated. Does Nicky Smokes deserve to be off month to month because of all this?
No. So I talked about this on DDTG. I thought it was funny watching him hop, skip, and jump around the office in vindication. He's like, oh, how come other people aren't on the month to month? I paid millions to Fake Tits McGee, and a large part of that was Nicky Smokes. So he was put on month to month because of not hooking up with Annika or whatever. It was that and hitting and hooking up, or trying to, I'm not sure exactly, after he was told not to, with clients at our upfronts, which is a totally different ball of wax. Like, you start fucking with the money and I'm in lawsuits because of you. And then like a week later, you're back on Twitter or X putting out tweets that could get us in trouble again. That is so like, that's why I found it funny, his vindication dance, but like that is not why he was put on month to month.
Do you think that do you almost take joy in having him on month to month, knowing that it's almost like a nice tool that you can use to like kind of poke fun at him? He's not necessarily going to leave, but it's almost like a good storyline.
Yeah, and again, it wasn't. That's not why he's put on month to month. It's like why am I giving you these year contracts and it's been good for a bit, and I think it's actually helped him. Maybe I didn't think he was. I thought he was too stupid to be helped. But like, why do I have so much risk in you who I don't trust? Like, and all you trust. And all you can do is really create enormous headaches for me, like financially and like potentially ethics, all that. And he did.
Is there a window for him to earn that trust?
Oh, trust is always going to be earned. What's that old expression? It takes 10 years to build and you can get it pissed away in a second. I mean, he wasn't the only one, but when I'm cutting 7-figure checks, it
that
will
could have
take
been his
a while.
salary. That could have been paying, his bills if he went a different direction with his career. A lot of people in this chat are saying that I let Nicky Smokes skate this morning, that I wasn't tough enough on him, asking questions, getting direct answers. Do you think that I let him skate this morning?
I didn't see the interview.
Okay. People are saying that, yeah, I was asking him because on her stream, Hannah said that she did not hook up with him. And
Oh, there's rumors like they hooked up or something.
People are saying that I didn't grill him hard enough.
Here's the thing. Here's the Austin difference. I don't really care. Like, obviously, it's a bad look, and you got to protect yourself, and we got to go HR and sign. Austin's definitely different in that he's not a content guy, and he has positioned himself, and rightfully so. Like, I didn't know that was happening. And it's like, if you're positioning yourself as you have influence and you're involved in decisions, then you can't be hiding the fact you're hooking up, because the others don't have any influence at all. So that Austin is in a different category. And he did say, he's like, I take my job seriously, I wouldn't do it. Well, you're not taking your job seriously by putting yourself in that position to begin with.
What other decisions is he involved in? You said he's involved in decisions.
Well, he's not involved, but I'm with him all the time. So, like, I don't know anything that's going on with the lower level people. I don't mean lower level, the younger people. So if we're out doing pizza reviews like we were for 8 hours yesterday, I'm certainly, without thinking about it, just being like, what's going on here? What's going on there? There's nothing that jumps out. But just, I spend 8 hours a pup with him. He travels with me every week in college football. I'm not glued in, hey, what's going on here? What's going on there? Now, I'm getting filtered. He says no, but there's no way for him to prove or convince me I'm not getting filtered advice. He's like, well, I would never do that. But it's that in itself is a contradiction, because if you take your job so seriously and that is that important, you don't get involved with somebody else working at the company that can potentially lead to be like, it's all slanted. So, yeah, that to me is like, I don't really care. Some of these people I'm hearing, I don't even know who they fucking are. Like,
Yes.
I really don't. What?
Yeah, no, I agree. There were just names I heard yesterday for the first time that people are now trying to make integral parts of this that I don't think are integral parts of this.
Yeah, and I don't even know who they are. So,
is there a part of you that, like, now it's almost like you probably don't think that Austin is pillow talking, or you don't know, but now in the back of your head you have to wonder if information...
I fucking 100%. He has guaranteed me he doesn't pillow talk. I 100% do not believe that.
And so when the cameras go off in the car that you guys are sharing during the yak yesterday, what's the conversation after that? It did seem
I grilled him the entire time.
Like, what questions were you asking?
Well, it wasn't just questions. It was like snide comments and you can't be trusted and like blah, blah, the entire time. I mean, Austin is very good at my job. He's not just an assistant. He's very helpful. But again, that's like, you know, it's not easy to be my right-hand guy. And honestly, if he just disclosed it, like, again, I'm probably not going to freak out, but you got to disclose it so then I can be, like, clued in on maybe I'm getting, like, Chinese propaganda here.
Is there, yeah, I hope Austin's not a spy. That would be devastating if he was a Chinese spy. But, like, it seemed like even, like, with your guys' interactions on the camera, that it is, like, said with, like, a bit of a smirk, or, like, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, it's not like this is going to affect like, it's not going to affect anyone's job.
It's not affecting anybody's job. It affects his information and how I process it.
Well, who will that information go to now? I mean, I feel like you need an outlet. Like he's got.
Yeah, I don't know. I ask. I don't fucking know. There's certain people. I'll ask Gaz, and he'll fucking sit there with his bald head, chew gum loudly, and be like, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know that I have any
true confidence.
Yeah, trusted sources in the down low anymore. No, I don't know that.
That's unfortunate. Has Gaz ever been compromised?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, that's good. So then maybe that's a mark in his favor, that he is actually a trustworthy individual. All of this it feels like the aftermath of Brandon Walker's funeral from last year. All this explosive content that's relationship-based, that's really good for the Barstool ecosystem of, all the shows benefit because of it. And that last year led to Barstool Beach House. Now, it seems like Barstool Beach House isn't going to happen this year. From my understanding, people that you said the girls just don't want to do it.
Yeah, we have no girls to do it. Like, Nicky wants a free vacation, obviously. Nicky Smokes wants clout on the East Coast. But, I mean, what we had last year was kind of indicative. Like, we put the beach house out. Una becomes interesting, cries, goes home. Annika becomes interesting, cries, go home. Like, that's tough for a producer when all they want. Like, we have a very much... Everyone wants to have fun and look good on camera, and when they start thinking maybe they don't look good, they pick up their ball and go home.
Yeah. Is there any way that you can stop that, or it's just that type of programming won't happen anymore?
Just that there's nothing. It's not like, and I can't control them. It's like if someone wants to quit a reality show, they are, whether it's ours, Summer House, what, like you can't force somebody to do something. And obviously we're work, so it's a separate contract, which they all understood. It's like, this is not the workplace. We are trying to sift and get drama. It's a reality show. But yeah, I mean, if the girls are just going to leave when they don't like how they're portrayed, it makes it tough.
How do you think like shows like Summer House get people not to quit?
Maybe they pay more. I don't know, but like this year, like West and Batuglia is gone. Like they got in a big controversy.
Age
They're
left
not
the year
coming
before,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, so I do think that they run into kind of the same issue to a degree.
I think part of it with that show is like they'll at least film all of the show and then it comes out, so you're not getting the feedback in real time where you can like sabotage the show and bail.
Yeah, that definitely, and like that's their careers.
Right.
Like that's what they like. Yes, they may do side stuff, but they're zero. Not that
there's
we're
no brand deals
superstars.
without like
No,
with this.
that's their entire livelihoods.
Is there a thought to outsourcing a cast of new people, or is there?
Yeah, there was, but like Summer House, that's what been going on like 10 years. It's like a really long story that gets people invested. We're doing for a week or two. Like we're just going to bring in like people so Tommy and Nicky Smokes can hit on girls for a week. Like, I don't know that the investment will be there when they're just brand new. Now, if we had like established stars mixing it up, maybe. We tried that last year and couldn't get anybody. No offense to like our crew of guys, but the girls are asking, like, all the guys are ugly.
They're internet studs, but like they're not necessarily.
They're not like going around on like the influencer trips, and like those guys are like really good looking, and then it's like, who's your A guys? Like Nicky Smokes, like, yeah, we'll pass. We'll go to Ibiza with like a 10.
Would you give new like that? We talked that Erica email came up yesterday, and she told people not to fuck each other in the office. There's 2.5 million people in New York, and everybody's eligible. Would you echo that sentiment if you were able to like say it today, or do you think?
Listen, I think people always fuck people in their office. I think so. I it's great to say that, but it's just not reality. I obviously think if you got to disclose it, if you're kind of in what could. Here's the issue, like. From my perspective, this is the Barstool issue, and this is being dead serious. Like, let's say Annika comes back and is like, I don't think she is, or Mook or anybody is like, I was unfairly discriminated against because Austin's fucking Hannah and Austin doesn't like me and I got passed over for a job because, like, if someone turns crazy in a year, that opens us up. So you got to like sign. If you're going to do that, it's just going to be like, so we know. But the reality is, I don't care if people are fucking each other in the office. I care if it opens us up to a lawsuit, but I don't give a fuck if people are doing it. They're all, I don't know how old any of them are. I think they're all like 20-year-olds fuck.
That's what's supposed to happen. It's biological. Have you had conversations with HR or legal about any of this?
Yes.
What were the nature of them?
They're going to have to get involved.
How?
Just be like, you are not being forced, pressured. There's no like shit like that.
Interesting.
And that's just protecting, because again, you never know. It's like I've been sued by everybody under the sun for shit that's dumb, and things that you'd be like, oh, this isn't real. It's like, oh, I'm cutting checks. So it's just, that's the world we live in.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. And so in like the light of like how hard it can be on people, like maybe you don't care if people fuck, but like, is that even something you want to impress on like young employees? Like, hey, like this will open you up to like
that's
untold levels of scrutiny on the internet, and people will be like viciously nasty about the most personal thing that you have.
Yeah. You can't be in content, fuck, and then complain people are talking about it. Like, it's just
part of the bargain. Yeah, it's like the reality show aspect of it.
Yeah,
like people
like if you don't want your private life out there, don't shit where you eat.
Do you think that Austin is as cutthroat as he has been portraying himself on camera over the last couple weeks?
I don't know about cutthroat, but he's definitely like a dick. Yeah.
But specifically him being like this ruthless businessman, like yelling at people that he's not the boss of. Do you think that that's like an accurate representation of who he is?
I need specific examples.
Calling Mook a lazy piece of shit on Out and About.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Okay, and what about yelling at Sass, Mook, and Jerry on a non-content call?
Yeah, that's who he is.
And do you think that that's is that good for the workplace? People who aren't other people's bosses yelling at them, you know?
Well, you got to certainly earn up that respect. It's convoluted because I don't know that I believe there's such a thing as like, well, this wasn't a content call with Mook, Sass, and Jerry about the Bush. Like, that's something I don't really subscribe to. What do you mean? Like, that is a that is.
Or if it's not shot for content, is my point.
Yeah.
Like, no one's filming this and you're still yelling at me.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think where people are getting like a lot of "you're not Dave," I've certainly screamed at people without cameras on, not.
But you're the
content.
boss.
Right. Yeah. So that's that dynamic. So yeah, you got to earn it. That is who he is. But you got to earn that right to do it, I suppose.
You think that he's yelling at the other people that he listed that he interfaces with, like Ryan and MB? Is he yelling at those people?
I don't think so, but I've certainly. It's not the first time I've heard like Austin's a dick.
Right. But sometimes it's good to have a dick around you.
Yeah, I don't like. Yes. Now,
better a dick than a pussy.
Like, he's probably in a much better spot if he's not like, I purposely am not getting close to any of the employees because I need to keep objectivity and be a dick and then you're fucking Hannah Montoya. That was a horrific clip for him. And he loses a lot of credibility with that clip.
Yeah, because it makes it seem like he's just being a dick for fun, not as a purpose.
Yeah, and it's hard to defend him because I think he's very purposeful. But yeah, it's tough right now. His stock is low. He really painted himself because everything that we're saying about taking a job seriously, objective, well, you got clouded by pussy. So it's like everything. His very existence is one gigantic contradiction.
Yeah. Well, he'll get through this. Is there any advice that you've given him?
No. I mean, he will get through this. But it hasn't been his best couple weeks.
What advice would you give to Hannah Montoya?
I don't necessarily listen. I haven't seen her crying about it, being like, this is unfair. Like, you reap what you sow. And I'm not even saying there's anything to be embarrassed about. So, like, if you want to fuck around, I think a lot of offices with a lot of young people who are hanging out all over. And if she's like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing my thing. Like, all right, I have really no issue. Like, if Austin was just in that pig pen, like, and was not my assistant, I don't think this rises nearly to what the story is.
I also think that Hannah's obviously smart, and it's one of her skill sets is being likable, and she'll like find ways to be like likable and show how smart she is again throughout her content and career at Barstool.
Yeah, and again, I don't like. I'm not. I could give a fuck less who she hooks up with or doesn't hook up with, as long as it doesn't become a conflict at work. And one thing that I will say, and we've seen it obviously in the past, it's very easy to be like, oh, this won't affect work. But if something tilts sideways, it can. And you don't necessarily know that in real time, but you gotta accept that's the risk you're taking.
What SPF are you using are you using any sunscreen?
No, my nose is burnt. Now, here's what I did. You texted me. I was in the middle of a run. I'm getting ready for the Tunnel for Towers.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I just jumped in the pool and got right back. So I'm not, and then I have an interview in about 15 minutes on Varney. So I'm not out in the, I just sat down to do your call.
Are you gonna do like some makeup for the interview, or just go with the peeling? The peeling.
No, I'm going to put some moisturizer on there.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I think that this has been good for the stool, good for the
All right.
good for the organism. Appreciate
Can I
it.
ask Dave a
Oh
quick
wait, I'm sorry.
question?
Mac has one question before we go.
Sorry, Dave, good to see you. I just wanted to ask, obviously you're Jewish, but are you thinking of getting a Christmas tree this coming year just to appease your assistant?
No, I'm trying to blow this up. Who is Mac?
That's me. I'm in the back. I met
Who
you
are
in
you?
Atlanta. I'm just Rone's kind of chair guy.
Remember, I hit you up and I was like, Mac is a stud. He's a great editor.
I just want to know about if there's going to be a Christmas tree involved.
Yeah,
this year.
I gotta recognize you before I address your questions.
Fair enough.
We'll work on it.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye.
Great question. I think that was a totally.
I thought it was a justified question.
I thought it was a totally fair question.
Totally fair.
He probably his antenna probably went up with the preface of the question being, "I know you're Jewish, but."
Yeah. I think I had to drum in somehow.
But still, great question. Okay, great show. That was fun. I was late, but we had Dave on. We had tons of people on. So we tried our best to make it an informative show. Body justice for Mac. All right, we'll be back next week. Hopefully there will be a new set of things to talk about, new types of drama. Everybody who's at the depths of the drama, this will pass, and you'll get through this no problem. But for the time being, we thank you for your service and giving us something to chew on. See you guys next time.